Hello, everybody. Hi there. Thanks for dropping in. Hi, this is James Van Prague, and welcome to SoulCARE for Monday on the 17th of May in 2021. Although every time I say the year, it sounds like, well, it's not really, it sounds like weird because I feel like there's no time. And so here we are. So thank you for joining me. I'm waiting for people to come in from wherever they are, but somebody notified that we're here. And every day is a special day. I just finished my yoga experience for a good hour and a half. That was fun. So I'm going to hold on one second. I got to close my door. Outside noises. I don't want to get in my. Hey, Lois and Lori Clark, Lois Gonzalez, Diane, Melissa, Patty, Michelle. Hello, Lisa Russell. Hello, Lisa, Angela. Hello. We all need help. I know. Every one of us need help for sure. Yes, thank you. Yes, I've changed. Does anyone know what's different about me today? Hello from the UK. Hi, David. All have an amazing session there in California as we watch PC. Something's very different about me today. Anybody can sense it? Very good, Monica Schaefer. Ding, 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 ding. Yes, very good, Monica Schaefer. You got it. No, but you're close. Susan Aram, you cut your beard off. Well, I shaved it off. Yes, I shaved off my beard. The other Friday, no, mustache has always been here. Had that since I was born. But it's Friday. I was like, okay, it was my COVID experience. I had my vaccinations, and it feels like it's time to open up a little bit. And I thought, well, what better way just to open up that beard? That was my COVID beard. So yeah, I fell back to myself. And someone said, well, don't you like shave? You have to shave. And I said, I prefer shaving. It's fine. So welcome, everybody. Good afternoon from all over the world in Canada. And no beard, right? It's true, Rita. Yep. And the UK and Germany, Brazil, Australia. Very nice to be with you all. I want to thank you for being here. Each time I try to do this, we try something brand new all the time and look at different things. So this is SoulCARE. Looking good. Thank you. Zimbabwe, welcome, Mitzi. Congratulations to be here. Thank you. We're blessed to have you. Wow, Zimbabwe. That's great. First one from Zimbabwe. First person, New York. I just finished my yoga. I was in yoga for an hour and a half, and no time. And I did some different things with my instructor, Kelly, and it was really, really incredible. So I'm going to share a little bit of that with you, but I'm going to do a little meditation, and I thought I would do a blessing for the group today. So I'm going to do a little blessing that will help everybody here. Whatever your circumstances, I hope that the blessing and will give you insights and perspective into what you're going through, and to step back and look at it objectively and see it for what it is, and not be kind of emotionally, I guess you'd say, mentally, spiritually kind of pulled down, but to step out and look at it in a different way, and to experience it in a different way, I guess I would say. And I have found the more I am able to do that, being mindful about my different situations or different scenes, because I like to think of it as Shakespeare said, the world is a play. We're merely players upon the stage. The world is a stage and we're merely players upon it. Very, very true. In my work, I find that we have different people, different characters in our lives. We play different characters each lifetime. I think that we live in scenes, if you will. And I always try to observe the scene for the fullness of it. And if I'm caught up in it emotionally or physically or spiritually pulled in, I'm not seeing the whole scene. So it's almost like focusing on one part of the scene. Let's say it takes place in the kitchen and you're focusing just on the sink. You don't see the rest of the kitchen. So I want to start getting you to being aware on a mindful level of being aware of the whole totality of the scene and see the scenes. And when you become aware of experiencing it that way, then you're much more in control of how you're going to receive it. You won't have that knee-jerk reaction. You'll stop and be observant of what's going on here in this scene. How should I react in this scene? How should I be in control of this scene? Because remember, no one can control you. You can control yourself. Can't control others, but you can be aware of what they're about, who they are. I'm not going to say judgment. I'm just going to say just where they're coming from, and you can choose to be part of that or not, or to change the channel. So you're watching a television program. If you don't like the program, you can just change the channel, right? I guess I should do this now because my day growing up, we did that, the rotary. So first, before we begin, I have some good news here for you in just a moment. But any questions, or general questions that could help everybody, I'd like to start with that. Aloha, Nanine. Talking about your place today from Hawaii. Yeah. You like my outfit today? Thank you. It's a little chilly here in Graham, in California, so I had to wear this in my yoga class. So thank you. It's like a little winter come back. My glasses. Thank you. You love all my books. Thank you, Lisa. I'm doing a couple more books in just a little while. I'm going to start them. So the students in my class have persuaded me to write another book to help me to. Yeah. Thank you, Susan. Tara Ann, I don't have a message for you, Tara Ann, because I'm not doing personal messages right now. But if you open yourself up and listen, you might receive a message on your own, because that will be a part of the experience of the meditation. So, part of the meditation is really to just open ourselves up and surrender to our highest good, and to, listen, to learn to listen. And also to open up our hearts to everybody here in the room, every single person here in this room, because we all have needs and wants, and a good practice to think of other people as well. Okay. Oh, thanks, Renee. Alande Zusa. Hi, James. Good evening from London. Hello, London. How are you doing there? Can you see if there's any negative energy surrounding a person? Negative energy. Well, you could, I guess. It's just a sensing of a feeling of energy, becoming aware of what energy feels like. So a quick exercise you can all do is hold your hands, your palms of your hands like this. And you either close your eyes or open your eyes, and just pay attention to what that space is in between the palms of your hands. And what does it feel like, first of all? What does it feel like, that space? You can sense it, feel it. Very subtle, right? To get that. And then very slowly bring your hands closer together, slowly. Slowly do that. Closer. And you'll begin to feel a sense of tingling, if you will, pressure, tingling, and coming out from both sides of the hands. And the moment you start feeling that, I want you to acknowledge it's energy, right? It's energy. You're feeling energy. That's what it is, coming out of the palms. The closer you go together, you'll feel it's like a difference in polarity, positive, negative, and begin to feel that difference in the magnetism, that energy, the positive, negative. And you can start playing with the energy ball and being aware of how that feels like as you do the magnetism, as you go like that. And just play with that. And as you do that, and you realize that we're all made of this energy. Energy is very much all around us, this energy. So attune yourself to the energy feels like. Now, if you do this also to the chakra point, so let's say you put your right hand towards your forehead, third eye, you begin to feel energy coming out of there. It's very hot there. For some people, it's very hot. You might feel it expand. So very hot for me, I'm a clairvoyant, so a lot of energy here. So I'm feeling that. Then you go down to the chakra in the throat, and you'll feel another difference of the energy. You might feel a very different, subtle difference, a lighter, heavier, more closed, more open. Mine's pretty open because I'm speaking right now, and of course, I'm a creative person. And then you go to your heart space, and you feel what that's like. That's my favorite chakra point. And I feel that energy, very different energy, a lot of flowing out of energy, a lot of love coming out of there. It just feels that way. And then you go all the way down to the chakra points there. Move your hands and open your eyes, open your hands. So that's feeling the subtlety of the energy. So once you become aware of what your energy feels like, and you can do that in a mirror as well, and you attune yourself to your energy, then you can feel how the energy field, the auric field, might change when someone walks into a room, or you meet somebody, and you'll sense what their energy feels like. You don't have to say anything to them, just sense what the energy feels like. And you'll sense if there's a denseness or there's an emotion of negativity around them that you can feel. Yeah, okay. Good question. I hope that helps you. Maria Nicola, my mother-in-law is transitioning. How can I help her along? So good. A question for everybody in the group. So Maria and everybody else, we have to, I believe it's really good to help people over, to help people go back home. Just like there are people that help us to leave the spirit world when we come back to the body, the soul comes back to the baby, the body there, the fetus. We need people to help us. Sometimes we need, especially when it's family, mothers, fathers, loved ones, partners, animals, to help. It's okay to go. So tell her, tell them, whisper in there and say, it's okay to go. You can leave. Everyone will be there. And start mentioning to them the names of people that are on the other side. Their mother, their grandparent. If you can start naming them, they have something for you. Go see what they have for you. They have a big party waiting for you to help them that way. It's okay to go. Well, you're going to be great. We'll be fine with that. We'll be fine with you. We'll be fine here. We'll keep the candle lit in the window. You can always come here. But they have a big party for you on this side. Go now to them. Welcome. They're welcoming you. Go over there. It's great. I would do that. Annie Lennox has a great song about the other side, and it's God, I can't remember the name of it, and it's really, really wonderful about transitioning, and it's basically the big ships on the side, and brings people over to the other side of the river, and it's really nice. I'm sorry, I can't remember. I'll remember it next week, or I'll remember it tonight when I have my show tonight for you. Okay, I'm sorry. What's the best way to raise our vibration? Love. Love is the fastest vibration there is. So if you can bring that vibration and frequency into your awareness of yourself and the body, as we're going to do in a couple of moments here, that's the best way. And if you can stay in that space of the love sense, of the soul self, the love self, and not get in the ego self, you're better. Because the ego tends to control, ego tends to judge, and it gets a little bit negative, and that's difficult. Many times ego can be fear-based, so we got to be careful. So the vibration of love. Yeah, good. Sarah DeVoe, when connecting with the spirit, is it common to get emotional? Very much, Sarah. I just had this conversation with an Australian medium named Marilyn Wall the other day. It was a great medium. She's on my website. And we talked about this, about getting emotional. And there are some mediums that don't get over emotional. I think it's good to be emotional. It's each, of course, each medium is very different because their makeup is very different. But I am an emotional person. I just did a reading this Saturday for someone, a friend of mine, and I got very emotional when his wife came through. And I just had to say, oh, I'm crying, I'm emotional. And I had to acknowledge it and then move on from it. I can't let it upset me and take me over, because then I wouldn't be doing my job. So it's very much like a surgeon, right, operating. They can't be afraid of blood because they'll stop. So the bigger picture, the bigger work here is to bring through the message. So you can acknowledge the emotion because it makes it more real as well. You're being honest. This is what you're feeling. So, and they come through on emotional levels. At least from my mediumship, they tend to come through that way. Sue Lopeman, what was that astrology book you showed us? Can you show it again? Oh, that's a great question, but I don't remember what it was, darling. I don't have it here. Not that I remember. I cleaned up my office, so I don't have it. But there's I think it was called, it's called Heaven Knows What by Grant Louis. Heaven Knows What by Grant Louis. That's the name of it. And Heaven Knows What is a book that was written in the 40s, and you can do your chart from it, a basic chart. And I'm going to say basic, it's what signs or what planets. And that's what it does. You can look it up and see what your Venus is in, what your Saturn is. Remember, the moon is your emotional self. The sun is how you act. The Venus is how you love. Jupiter is your luck in life. Saturn, the planet Saturn, are the lessons your soul came back to learn. So you look at Saturn, the planet Saturn, and you see what sign it's in. So if the sign Virgo, let's say, is in Saturn, the planet Saturn, that means you've come back to learn many lessons, but the most specific lessons are Virgo lessons. So Virgos are all about a dissemination of energy, of information, not being too critical, discernment. So that's the Virgo lessons of humanitarian people, serving humanitarian service. So that's that sort of thing. So it's a good book, Heaven Knows What. Okay, great. Hello, JVP. And I have Melissa Galtre. Hello, JVP. I have a question. I'm going to fill that in for you. And that is because I'm a HSP. That means highly sensitive person. So hopefully you've taken my highly sensitive course, Tools for the Highly Sensitive. Very important. And because when I was born, my mother says that I was born into the world to help people. And I also know when people pass away. Okay. I can feel what they have. And so my question is, can I be a psychic medium as well? Of course you can. Most mediums are empaths. It makes it better mediumship. As well as not knowing it, because I actually have my friend Melissa. So yes, you an empath, mediums are empaths. Yes, very much so. Which gets me on to this. What I want to tell you today. This Wednesday night is the first opening for the a 2-hour live workshop I'm doing on Wednesday night, and it's mediumship certification. So mediumship 1 is starting, and you can sign up right now. There, Renee put the link up right now. But it's the last chance, really, that I'm doing mediumship 1. It's probably another 2 years. I won't be doing it for another 2 years. So this is the time to do it. If you haven't, you want to wait, last chance. If you haven't signed up, I'm going to read you what this is about. So thank you. Things work perfectly. It's a new course. A lot of the old stuff, but there's some new things in there. And because May 19th, and it's a 2-hour workshop. A 2-hour workshop. I'm doing a live 2-hour workshop for Mediumship 1 students. Brand new exercises, different discernment exercises. Be very good. And as soon as you sign up, you'll receive your first lesson. And you receive a lesson every week. So every week you do that. And you can start right away today, or you can wait till my workshop on May 19th, Wednesday, and start from that point on. So do it any way you'd like to, but May 19th is a good one, 2-hour workshop. It's a total of 8 lessons with exercises, meditations, and over 60 individual videos that I did. Pretty intense. And it's a course you can use over and over again. Once you have it, it's yours for life. So May 19th, the 2-hour workshop, so don't miss out. It's a free workshop, so that's a free one. You don't have to sign up for the Mediumship 1 to be good in the workshop, but workshop Wednesday night, 2-hour free workshop this Wednesday night. Okay, and that's on my website. Just go to the link here, JP School of Mystical Arts, School Mediumship Certification, and you get it. So that's that. That's it. So I want to tell you about that. All right. So mark that down on your calendars. All right. Very good. I'm looking forward to it. I've already had, Spirit gave me 3 different new lessons for Wednesday night. They told me this afternoon that I would sit down and give me a completely different lesson for the Mediumship 1 workshop this Wednesday. And they said, it's going to be about your guides, because people are very interested in their teachers. They said they're teachers in the spirit world. So we want to bring an exercise to you. They didn't call it an exercise. They called it something, not an entrancement, but it was something like that. It was really wild, that we want to share with your people for this course. They want people to do, and they did talk about a little bit of a trance exercise, but also about working with the guides and how to definitely know when the guides are there, a different way of tuning into the guides. So that's Wednesday night. Okay, Wednesday night, and it's going to be a great one. Okay. Candace Fisher, what is the book you wrote that talks about children, psychic children who can see spirit? You recommended for me and my daughter. Yes. So there are 2 books there, Candace. There are 2 of them. It's called Looking Beyond. Looking Beyond is a children's book. That's for children who are very intuitive, and how the parent can help them with that. Okay, that's the one. Looking Beyond. Good. Lisa, can my mom still make things happen here, even though she's passed? Yes, Spirit can make things happen. Spirit pull the ropes, and they will do everything for us that they're able to, as long as they don't interfere with our karma, that our lessons, our spiritual lessons that we have to learn, because they want us to pass the tests, because they want us to grow, right? And we can't cheat. They can't cheat to give us the answers, because you have to learn. So that's what happens. Okay. Oh boy. Okay. Let's see. Bridget Weaver. James, I haven't finished the HSP class, but wondering about signing up for the mediumship course anyway. Don't want to overwhelm myself. You'll be fine. The HSP is fine. You can go back and forth. They go hand in hand. So one morning you might do the HSP, and then in the afternoon do the mediumship. They will enhance each other. So no worries about that. Don't overwhelm yourself. It's not going to overwhelm you. It's going to help you get more into the mindset of it. The more sensitive you are, the easier link with spirit will be. So good one. It's just the opposite of what you're thinking. Okay. And this is Gitta Gothstan. I think it's German. Do you pick up on anything while doing this? Can anything get through? My answer was not when I'm not doing readings. But so I just open up myself to whatever comes through for spirit. I don't do readings, Because if we have 500 people here, it would not be right for me to do a reading for one person and leave out the 499. So morally, to me, that wouldn't be right for everybody. So we do a general talk and general questions that would really help everyone. And I like doing it that way. Yeah. So Renee. Hi, Renee. What is meant by no attachment? Knowing we are eternal and love is eternal. I don't understand that teaching. No attachment. Well, I think that you got to realize that you can experience things, but not let it direct your life. Maybe that's a better way of putting it instead of attachment, where your mind is completely focused on that one thing, and that disrupts your free thinking, your choice. I think that's kind of what that means, honey. So being more observant is the best way, and not to be attached, but connected is a good way of putting it. Yeah, connected. I think we're all connected. And I think it's so much healthier when you step back and are observant of a scene than being in it, attached to it, if you want to say, being more in it. And because then sometimes that attachment, if you call it that the situation or that emotional situation can control you, and you can't be free thinking. And you always want to be free thinking. Susie Everett. Hi, James. Is there a hell, fire, and brimstone? We're living in it. I think this is hell here. I really do. I think there's a lot of hell here. What is hell? I had a man come to my door the other day and claim there's a hell. Well, earth here can be your heaven or hell. It's what you make of it, really. It's how you create your life. So right now, as you're sitting here watching this, you're a sum total of all the thoughts, actions, words, and deeds you've done before. This is it. So if you're having a life that's very difficult and rough and not, that could be your hell. Now, you could have created that based upon your thoughts from early life, beginning life. It could be that way. And also, it could be your heaven. If you lived a good life, try to love people, try to do the best you could for people, try to see the best in people, not doing anything to hurt people, you can be in heaven. So remember that thoughts are things. I'm doing a new course called The Game of Life based on Florence Shin's books. And it's going to be how thoughts create the reality you're in, because that's the way it is. You want a good life, you have to have good thoughts. That's what happens. So think that way, because thoughts are real. A great author by the name of Ernest Holmes, a philosopher. You should all be reading Ernest Holmes' books. Very good. And the other book I recommend, which I recommend highly to everybody, is The Quiet Mind by White Eagle. Quiet Mind, which I have a copy of. No, I gave it away. No. Let's see. I think I do. No, I don't. No, I don't. Yes, I do. Have to. Yes, I do. I carry it with me. This is an incredible book, The Quiet Mind by White Eagle. And White Eagle was a guide of a medium in England in the 1940s, and Grace Cook. And incredible information here. For instance, just open up to any page. And this one is called Do Your Best. Do your best even if you make apparent mistakes. How are you to judge if they are mistakes? You can only obey the higher urges, which inclines you to contribute the best that you have to do to service of the community of human beings and angels. Thus, you shall be an ever-growing channel for the light of the universe. When in doubt, do nothing. Well, I love this one. When in doubt, do nothing. When you are in doubt, be still and wait. When doubt no longer exists for you, then go forward with courage. So that's very interesting, because tonight's show, courage. Thank you, Spirit. I'm doing a show tonight with Kelly White, my good friend, Both Sides Now and Beyond. And tonight's show is about courage. There you go, Both Sides Now, 6:00 p.m. Pacific time with Kelly White. And tonight centers around courage, because we're going to have, I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with the movie The Wizard of Oz. Well, Bert Lahr, who played the Cowardly Lion, his daughter Jane Lahr is going to be our special guest. And we're going to talk all about courage. And it's a great thing. She's a lovely, lovely soul. And a little bit about reincarnation and her experience in past lives as well. So that's at 6:00 tonight. Okay? Jane Lahr. So it'll be right here, 6:00 Pacific time. Wherever you are in the world, it's 6:00 Pacific time. So, good. So right now I want to share with you a lot today to cover. I want to share with you a little meditation, a little blessing for the group. And this blessing really is has come to me via my teacher, my yoga teacher. We just had a session, and I said I want to use this for my friends here on SoulCARE. So she said, "Of course, it's yours." So I would like to just do a blessing, and the blessing works. I just like you to close your eyes, and I'm going to just bring you to a space for you to relax. And it's when we surrender and we relax that we give the body more space. We give more space to the cells, the nerves, the blood cells, the blood to stream, the heart to pump the blood. We slow down, we surrender, and we don't get so agitated. And we really let ourselves just be naturally, go to a natural rhythm. So we're going to start with that. So just closing your eyes wherever you are. We'll play some music behind. Just closing your eyes, becoming aware that now you've closed your eyes of the outside world. You're opening them to the inner world of your soul, the inner world of your light. For we are light. We're energies, soul, light. And try to delve into that light, which is you, that lovely light. And let's also begin with going further by using the breath. The breath is lovely. So breathing in through the nose, a count of 3. And inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And each time and exhale. And each time you inhale, imagine the space around the organs, around the bones, the tissues, the cells. Just open up, give more space, and allow more light, more air in between these spaces. And inhale. And exhale. And just repeat after me this mantra for the whole group, as you inhale and exhale. Letting go, letting be, letting go and 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 letting be. Just repeat that to yourself. And as you acknowledge those words, that energy, you'll begin to use that in all areas of your life that are tight, limited, stuck. They can open all those scenes, situations, letting go and letting be, letting go and letting be. Let yourself just be free, letting go and letting be, letting go and letting be. Just repeat that to yourself. Letting go and letting be, letting go and letting be. Let it go. And let it be. Let it go. And as you let go, repeat, I am free. I am free. I am free. I am free. Divine Heavenly Parent, universal beings of light and love, we ask our remembrance, a blessing, an initiation for each person here in this space that we are sharing today. May the light of the universe open up their minds and hearts and remind them of who they are, that they are always free and limitless, that they are a soul having a human experience. They can let go of control, surrender, let it go, and let it be, and be free, and being very aware of themselves, the scenes that they are in. The play unfolds, and they use love, unconditional love, and all their experiences on their journey, that they share this light, this energy of unconditional love, which each person appears on their path. For each person that appears in their path has their own journey, and that person may have forgotten who they are. May each person in this space have remembrance to bring love and light to that person on their path who needs it, who has lost their way, who lives in fear, judgment, and limitation. We thank you and we bless you. And so it is. And so it is. And slowly begin to become aware of your feet on the floor. Maybe wiggle your toes a little bit and your hands and your fingers, your arms, moving your body a little bit, just listening to the body, how it feels. Any messages the body tells you. Maybe you need more water to drink or some right food to nurture it. Or maybe the body is telling you that there's a certain space that it loves, that when you're in it, how it loves to feel with you. Maybe the body tells you that what you think is controlling the body. Be mindful of your thoughts for the body. Maybe the body wants more love, more caring, more nurturing, not fear, not limitation, and courage. Courage to be free, to let go, and to be. And slowly open up your eyes and be as one. Okay, well, thank you, everyone. There we are. Hope that helps you. And I think throughout the day, you'll notice that energy will stay with you. And if you forget about it, just stop and pause, because you will. Your higher self will stop you, and breathe in and get back to that heart space. And remember this little time we spent together. And I hope all of you will be there tonight to share in the words of courage from Jane Lar. And look forward to sharing the space with you. So thank you, everybody, for being here. See you tonight. And thank you also, Mediumship 1 students. People who want to sign up for Mediumship 1, please do so now. And we see you on Wednesday night for the 2-hour workshop. Okay, God bless you. Thank you. Thanks, Renee. Bye-bye now.